Hi guys, finally I get another video. Today we're gonna talk about hard gems and don't waste the time, let's go straight away. First, when you get level 60, rune slot will be locked. To unlock it, we need to complete in Brimstone Sand quest Secret of the Hard Gem. It's not a mine story quest, but to open them, you need to follow mine story too. For passing the quest, you will get your first rune. It's easy to do it solo. Hard gems have 3 types of tiers. First tier you can get in dungeons or crowd by 8000 materia on stone coating. For each hard gem different materia type. Second tier have same recipe regardless of rune type and adding one more perk. On third tier will be different recipe depending on the selected perk. For crafting tier 3 runes will be needed new resources, one of them sulfur. Sulfur crafting by smelting from sulfur and chunk reflux. These sulfur chunks are obtained in specially poison zones. Poison is a new type of curse and deals massive damage. Not much sulfur on the map. Second resource is wooden coin, which falls out from the elite chests in Brimstone Sand location. And resource number 3 is Wreath of Adventure. You can buy it from a fraction vendor by 20,000 fraction tokens and 1000 gold every 23 hours, or get it from quests. In a total we have 21 quests and each of them give you a reward of Wreath of Adventure. To use the rune you need to accumulate energy. Runic energy is accumulated when dealing damage, when taking damage or when healing. When healing from food or flat, not count. Let's take a look at each of the available runes. The first rune that will be available after completing the quest is a Cannon Blast. Cannon fire that deals 100% hard rune damage. When recrafting in tier 2, adds a perk Burning Blast that sets the target on fire and deals 10% rune damage every second for 5 seconds. When recrafting a rune to tier 3 you get second perk, but one of 3. First is Penetrating Blast, cannonball passes through enemies and cannot be blocked. Second, Concussive Blast, cannonball knocks enemies down but only deals 30% hard rune damage. And third one is Explosive Blast, cannonball exploded on impact, dealing damage within a 3-meter radius but damage is reduced by 20%. The second rune is Detonate. Charge yourself with explosive energy for 3 seconds and then detonate, dealing 100% hard rune damage with a 5-meter radius. It's arcane damage. When recrafting a rune in tier 2 adds a perk Accelerating Charge. Movement speed is increased by 30% while charging. First perk of the third level is Empowering Charge. Outgoing damage is increased by 15% while charging, but explosion damage is reduced by 20%. Third perk Leeching Explosion. Heal for 50% of the damage done, but explosion damage is reduced by 30%. Rune number 3 Grasping Vines. Drop Pathingenesis by a boss in cage. Summon vines around you that deals 100% damage and root enemies within a 4-meter radius for 3 seconds. When recrafted in tier 2 adds a perk Enfeebling Vines. On hits, reducing enemies damage by 20% for 8 seconds. On tier 3 first perk is Leeching Vines. Heal for 20% of your damage done to rooted targets. On second perk, Silent Vines. Gain 40 on activation, increasing damage absorption by 20% but reducing outgoing damage by 20% for 5 seconds. Or perk number 3, Rending Vines. Inflict rend on successful hits, reducing the target's damage absorption by 20% for 5 seconds but also reducing your stamina regeneration by 50% for 5 seconds. Next rune is Dark Ascent, which drops from Isabella in Tempest. Fly up into the air, then plummet back down to the ground, and deal 100% damage within a 3-meter radius. It's a void damage. When recrafting in tier 2 adds a perk Leeching Ascent, heal for 100% of damage done. In tier 3 first perk is Creeping Ascent, inflicts slow on successful hits, reducing target movement speed by 30% for 4 seconds. Second perk Fortifying Ascent. Gain 45 on successful hits, 3 hits maximum, increasing damage absorption by 10% but reducing outgoing damage by 10% for 5 seconds per hit. Third perk and Power Descent. Successful hits deal 150 damage but no longer stagger. It looks like the weakest rune, but I could be wrong. And last rune is Stone Form, dropped from the last post in Lazarus. Harden yourself with layers of stone. Greenside all growth control the buff and granting immunity to both trigger and growth to control the buff for 5 seconds. When recraft in tier 2 adds perk Fortifying Form. Damage absorption is increased by 10% while active. The first version of the third tier, Hardener Form, gain an additional 10% damage absorption for 5 seconds per hit taken, 30% is maximum. Second version, Mending Form, heal for 75% Heartrunes damage per second while active, but outgoing damage is reduced by 20%. Third version, Unstable Form. Stone Form explodes when it expires or when you press the Heartrune ability input again, dealing 200% Heartrune damage within a 3-meter radius, but its duration is reduced by 2 seconds. And on that note, I wanna finish this video. So guys, don't forget to press like, dislike, unsubscribe, subscribe, and thank you for watching.